Good morning everyone, I'm Dirt with Shatterproof Leather, and today I'm going to show you how to set button snaps in any of your leather projects. Alright guys, I got all kinds of button snaps here, so I'm going to show you guys the method I use to set button snaps, so let's get right into it. Before you start, you need to figure out where you want your button to go. So I'm going to have this strap come around here, and then this strap come over with the snap right there. Now I do want to run a stitch right here. So that means we want to put our buttons in on either side of these straps before we stitch that. That way we have a lot more room for setting our button. So you got an idea of where you want that snap to go, but now you need to know exactly where to put it. Figure that out. I like to just lay a button down, get a general idea. That way I don't have that button hanging over the strap making it look all goofy. I'll measure out my center. I'll go ahead and take my scratch awl and I'll just push that all the way through both pieces. Alright, when you're punching the holes for your button snaps, you want them to be small enough that that post just barely slides through, and that's going to just make your button last longer on the product. So if it's a bigger hole, those buttons have a tendency to pull out. Before you actually set the snap on the leather, which we're about to do, you got to figure out what you want. Do you want a brass snap, a silver snap, a gold snap, a blue snap, a yellow snap? There's all kinds of snaps. The other thing is you want to see what size of snap you want. Now, we can get into a lot of the sizing, and we will here in a minute. I know it can be a little overwhelming when you're looking at different size snaps, and that's okay. I was very overwhelmed when I first started as well. Most leather shops, if you buy your snaps through them, they will give you a range of leather sizes for that snap. Now, that being said, you're going to need to remember what size of leather you bought, so write it down or just keep it in the old noggin. But you also want to pick one that looks good with your project. You don't want a huge snap on a little piece of leather. You want a nice little snap on a little piece of leather. Alright, so we're about ready to start setting these rivets. Now what you're going to need is a rivet setter and some type of anvil. Let's go ahead and get these buttons set. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the cap and the receiver, and you're going to put those two together. Make sure your cap is facing the outside so you got that pretty side out. Go ahead and just put the cap on the outside of your leather through the hole, and then put the receiver on the other end. We're going to put that on the anvil, and we'll go ahead and tighten her down. Alright guys, here's a quick tip for you. What you're going to want to do is when you're driving your post down for the snap, you don't want to just smash it a few hard times. You want to work it nice and easy and rotate your driver in a circle so that way you get even distribution of force and you get a nice mushroom of the post. That way it looks really clean on the inside. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get these buttons set, and then we're going to see how it works. Alright guys, so we got the cap and the receiver set. Now we just need to get the post and the stud on the other side. Alright guys, so here it is. Turned out pretty sweet. The button actually works, so that's a good thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about buttons. If there's anything I left out, let me know down in the comments. Or if you have a different method of doing it, let me know as well. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm for you. Stay shatterproof, and we'll see you on the next video.